here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The Jaguars' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
Check.
On play action, here's Shadur.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Here we go.
They'll go with the keeper.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and
Check.
10.
On the counter, ETN.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now 2nd and 9.
36-yard line.
Let's go now.
The guard brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check. Panther.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Got a man, that's Hunter.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
You look at the Saints' defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today, because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he will be very close close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
So a big play there on fourth, and now first and 10 at the 30.
And the Saints.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now a second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he's going to use his legs here.
Down to about the 22 here. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Well, that's what he can do here when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Right back to him on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Takedown.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Hey!
On first down, right back to ETN.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Unlock line!
ETN once more.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Bronco switch! Bronco switch!
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Now, nifty juke. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he will find his man on the outside. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's Sanders.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pitching it out to Etienne. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready, go.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Oh, look at the juke. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
76 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Let's go now.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come on, come on. 6, 8. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
From the gun on third down, Sanders.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Unlock right.
Going forward, here's ETN.
Will be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
4-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Throwing, Sanders.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Sanders.
This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Sanders to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Jaguars, first down.
Cougar 19.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Jaguars field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll throw now on the final play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Halftime, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his man. That's Dell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st down, Saints.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
1st down. A gain of 12. And the Saints, 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 23-yard run.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man, it's Hunter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
Draw
line.
play, ETN.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Sanders.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Jaguars.
Let's go.
1st down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the Saints, 26.
Sanders.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
3rd and 4.
Come on. Check the Eagle. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the first and goal.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Go! Bronco switch. Bronco
On
switch.
play action, here's Shadur.
And a quick shoulder pass here is complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
On third and goal, Sanders.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now a first carry here for the running back. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave.
64 yards.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Jaguars 13.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
At the Jaguars 38-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, New Orleans.
70.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tank Dell
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets by him at the 25.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Working to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Now he's loose at the 40.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 20.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chris Olave
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Saints tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Looking to put a drive together.
From the gun, it's Shador. Over the middle, he gets it to Hunter.
Just a gain, a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. Against 2nd and 8. At the 26-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Sanders.
He completes it to Hunter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this,